So my name is Peter Long. I'm running to be your next Teton County Commissioner. My purpose in running is simple. I want to be a voice for our working families, stand with our business community, and ensure that Teton County is a place that our kids can call home. Our greatest strength as a community is our community. And again, going back to the fact that everyone here I feel like is vested in not just our community, but the environment here, the entire ecosystem. I think a lot of the water quality issues are coming to a head. We see down in Hoback the water quality just in some cases not being drinkable. We've seen reports recently of E. coli levels right here in Flat Creek. Again, these aren't abstract thoughts, right? These are our backyard waters. Growing up here, any Saturday you could find us floating down Flat Creek on inner tubes, and same on Fish Creek. These are things that affect our community at large. They affect our ecosystem, and that's something that many of us really depend on for our livelihoods. In terms of leveraging our resources, I do think that part of the solution starts with our local government driving those solutions, and again, bringing stakeholders to the table to figure out what those answers are. That said, I don't think that our government alone is the answer to problems. I think it's a good starting place to get the right people at the table, to figure out how we can best utilize our resources, particularly our financial resources, but then also working with the private sector, organizations like Protect Our Waters, to really find out how we can implement those solutions, how we can make those transitions and behavioral changes effective within our community, and so the widespread adoption, and also too, making sure that the solutions aren't a burden on those who can't afford it, knowing that there are a lot of people who are in our community who are struggling to pay their rent or to pay their mortgage. And when we start adding on, whether it's new taxes or just costly things of upkeep and repair, that oftentimes that can be the difference between a family being able to make it here or not. Some of these regulations, again, not local regulations, but national regulations, are such that they're just not practical in application. And that's why I think that local regulation is more effective than big top-down regulation, in the sense that it's more adaptive, or it can be more adaptive to local needs and realities. And that also we can look at those case-by-case situations of if we need to make amendments or carve-outs or whatever you want to call it, to ensure that those actually work for those who are then responsible for meeting those and implementing them. Again, my purpose in running is to be a voice for our working families and to ensure that Teton County is a place that our kids can call home. And I look at each of these issues through that lens. So much of that is that we do need to lean into opportunities to meet our growth needs, to create affordable workforce housing, to figure out our transportation. But again, the flip side of that coin is that we have to make sure that we're smart about it, that we're forward-looking, so that the Teton County that we're handing to the next generation is as beautiful and pristine as it is now.